Let me tell you a story of how I began my bodybuilding journey. So this story dates back all the way when I was in grade 2. When I was still fat, when I was still chubby, when I was still walking around with a big fucking belly, bro. You could see I was eating good. I wasn't really aware that I was fat until the guys at my class back then in primary school were getting fit, like they were exercising more. They started getting six-pack. The girls were going mile over six-packs. You remember then? Yeah. I still remember this boy. His name was Gorb, and he recently got a six-pack. As soon as that happened, all the girls in my class back then were going crazy. Everybody wanted to date Gorb, and he was getting the bitches, bruh. Only because he got the six-pack. He was still skinny as fuck, but he got a six-pack, and that's all a girl needed back then to fucking find you attractive. And I got somewhat jealous of this, because I also wanted bitches. I also wanted to be fit, but I couldn't because I was fat. I didn't know what to do to gym. Actually, no, that's a lie. I knew exactly what to do to gym, but it's like I wasn't really that motivated until grade 3 when gymming really started popping off. More people in my class started getting fit. They started going to the gym more, and I got really jealous. I got pissed because I was still fucking fat. I was still lazy, and I wanted to get fit. I wanted to get girls. You understand? So I became aware of my situation and wanted to start exercising. So I went on to my phone and installed a 30-day six-pack app. I'll show it up on screen. After I downloaded the app, I started gymming. I thought it would really work. Then I started doing more and more stuff over time, but then I fell off. And I don't know why, because I was doing so much stuff. I was being consistent in the 30-day challenge six-pack thing, I was even skipping rope. I was jogging all over the house, but I was addicted to fitness. It just felt so good. Fast forward to grade 6. Yeah, grade 6. And I'm still fat. I'm still chubby. And I'm not working out anymore. Until one day in PT class, when my PT teacher said we could go outside and she'll assess us in our physical level, like our physical activity level, how fit we are basically. And we had to do some drills, we had to do some push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. But when we got to the push-ups, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be easy. Back then when I was doing my 30-day app challenge thing, I was doing the most. I used to do 15, 16 push-ups. This is gonna be easy, light work, no reaction. And I couldn't even do fucking one. I felt like God, cause how did I lose this much progress? Now, my gym that I have now, my local gym that they just built recently last year, didn't open up yet, so I downloaded the six-pack app again, and surprisingly I was consistent. I was hitting the six-pack app thing. I was doing hard. I actually saw some progress, some changes. So as soon as I found out that it opened up, I was like, oh, that changes everything. I immediately went to my mother, told her, yeah, there's a new gym opening up. I saw it, let's sign up. And she was like, okay, cool. This better not affect your schoolwork though. That's a different story. In this video, I'll give you the knowledge on what I've learned thus far on building an aesthetic physique. There are in fact many physiques you can achieve in your fitness journey, but if you purely focus on bodybuilding, the only physique I recommend you try and get to achieve is the legendary V-taper physique. The properties of the V-taper physique consist of broad shoulders, muscular back, small waist, and ab definition. And also keep in mind that being lean also complements the V-taper very well. So how do you get this physique? Well, you need to train the most attractive muscle groups first. Back, shoulders, abdominals, legs, neck, chest, and arms. Training your shoulders enough for them to grow is actually good, because then your body's gonna look bigger and you're gonna look wider. And surprisingly, the bigger and more wider your shoulders are, the smaller your waist will look. Now, if you want to grow your shoulders more, what you want to do is train your side delts, which just means the side of your shoulders. And the specific exercise that you always must be hitting to actually target the real delts is the lateral raises, either on cable or dumbbell. Now I don't know about you guys, but I think me personally, your back looks better than your six pack. When you are training back in the gym in your back days, remember to target mostly the lats, because the lats is what truly adds size to your frame and a muscular back in general. Rows, lat pull downs, table pulls, and pull ups. You might do more research on this, but I guarantee you, if you stick to these basics, you'll be fine. Skinny neck on a muscular physique looks very wrong. It looks uneven. Unlike your calves, your neck doesn't take that much time to grow. You even see in like 2 weeks of neck training, you gain like a few centimeters of size. And finally, in terms of the exercises you should be performing to achieve a bigger neck is mainly shrugs, but if you want to go a little bit more advanced, do neck curls, like plated neck curls. So what I usually do is I take a plate, 5 kg most preferably for beginners, and I take it and I put it on my forehead and start doing curls there. Make sure to do this at an incline. If you don't have an incline, that's also fine. Now for complete beginners who have never trained neck before, I suggest you just do it without any weights. And if you get good at that over time, just do it with your hands. Just apply pressure with your hands. Do that every day and you'll see some progress. True or false? The size of your arm is determined by the size of your biceps. Don't worry, I'll give you some time to answer. It's false. It's actually the shoulders people are complimenting when they say our arms are big. And I also don't mean that you shouldn't be training biceps, but I'm just saying that you should be aware that your shoulders play a big role in your arm development. Don't just train your arms, your biceps and your triceps and expect that to be everything that you need to for it to grow. Add some shoulder workouts in your arm days. That's what's really gonna make them grow. I also recommend you train your forearms, but me personally, I don't do that myself since I get enough stimulation from back days. You can't tell me I'm lying. We've all wanted to get a six pack when we were younger. Nah, I actually will never understand people who say that and I actually will never understand the people who say that training abs is a waste of time, because our abs are just like any other muscle. We need to train them consistently and with enough intensity consistently for them to grow large enough to, look aesthetic, just like any other muscle. And also remember, your abs won't show just by doing sit-ups all day. Remember that if you want to see your abs, you're gonna have to consistently do cardio and eat at a correct diet in order for you to lose the fat. Your chest and legs are in fact important, but they're not a must for the V-taper physique. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't train these muscles, that you shouldn't train your legs or your chest. You should definitely go hard on those two. But I'm just saying that you can get away with not training them as much as the other muscle groups I just named before. One thing I actually noticed is that many people overestimate the importance of working out and they underestimate the importance of diet. Diet, in my opinion, is way more important than working out, because firstly, if your diet is not appropriate to your body's recovery, you end up leaving a lot of progress on the table on your fitness journey, and that might be demotivating in the long run, and then you might suffer the risk of not wanting to gym anymore because you're not seeing any progress. A healthy diet consists of 3 macronutrients that are eaten in moderation daily: protein, carbs, and fats.